In this video, I'm going to be talking about the different ways you can upgrade your cards. So the first way to upgrade your card, which you're all probably pretty familiar with, is by collecting enough cards of a certain card to enable them to upgrade the card to a higher level. So currently my Archer is a level 6 card. If I can get 2 more cards, so 100 cards total of the Archer, I can spend all those cards up, spend 500 gold to upgrade the card, and then this Archer card will become a level 7. So we'll see, we'll get these main stat upgrades, damage, attack speed increase, and hero cooldown. If I go to this info tab as well, we can see, you see how we have these 3 different options on the bottom of your screen. So if I actually click it defaults to, okay, what would the stat increase be if I upgraded the level of the card? So if I actually click this, it'll show me, right, it will go to 45 damage. If I reset it real quick, oh, gotta go in a circle. So it's 45 damage right now, plus 4 if I upgrade it. And then it will actually show you how much more you'll get with each additional level. So you kind of got to be aware of the math there. So think, okay, it's at 45 right now. If I upgrade it, it'll go to 49 damage. And then you kind of got to do the math in your head as far as, okay, how much more damage will I get with each upgrade? But that's going to be one of the primary ways you're upgrading your cards, just by leveling up the cards, by collecting more cards for the long term. But within each match, you also need to be aware of the merge and mana upgrades you can do. So your merge upgrades are, say I have 2 archers, you drag 1 archer of the same rarity, we'll say. So they're both like circle archers. That first one, when you spawn them, if you merge them together, they'll actually turn into that weird ellipses kind of looking thing, which we'll see if we click on that, it'll actually show you which stat upgrade you get. So it changed your attack interval from 0.45 seconds to 0.23 seconds. So they're going to be 0.45 seconds minus 0.23 seconds. So the actual attack interval will be like 0.22 seconds. But by merging them once, drastically decreases the time for them to do the attack. So you can see that's going to be a pretty good thing to do. You're not really losing out on much stat benefits. But if we click it again, then we get them to the triangle, so we're minus 0.3. And this is where you kind of need to start being aware of how that works, because you can see we went from, we'll go to our first, so 0.45, then we're at 0.22, but then we actually went down to 0.15. So we're getting the benefit you get from merging over and over again actually decreases the higher you go. So in general, you are going to want to fill up your board. It's fine to hit that second level of merging, just because you do get a pretty consistent benefit from merging. But once you start going past that third or fourth stage of merging, you do get increased benefits, so decreased attack intervals pretty much across the board. But that's, I mean, we're going from this level right here, so we're going from 0.07 attack speed interval to like 0.05. So it is a pretty drastic benefit, but unless you already have your entire board filled, is it really worth wasting all that extra power? So that's something you're going to need to be aware of. In general, you're going to want to fill your board. You can merge once or twice, but you're not really going to get a lot of benefit by just merging to the max every time you can. You're going to want to kind of play with that and make sure you actually are utilizing, just by having lots of units on the board that can do different things. The second area, real quick, is just the mana upgrades. So at the bottom of your screen, you can spend, while you're in a battle, of course, you can spend 100 mana to increase the mana upgrade of your cards. It goes 100, 200, 400, and then 700. But by spending the mana upgrades, you also get additional upgrades. So we'll just go here. You can see it actually increases the damage and attack speed. And this is something you don't want to be afraid of doing, because you're going to hit the point in most matches where you're going to plateau as far as how much you want to keep merging, especially in co-op. But this mana upgrade, you can see, is very important because we're getting that attack speed increase. That's a different stat, just because the archer one, with each mana power up, you just get an attack speed increase on top of your attack interval. But then you see that damage number actually goes up quite drastically. So from 45 damage at the start to like 137 if you fully max it out. So that's where you're going to be getting a very large stat increase, is just by spending those mana upgrades within a battle. So just something to be aware of, and you can go and view that for each card. Each card will have different upgrades slightly that those will affect, but you can go and kind of play with hypotheticals. The level ones, great and all to see, but really the one you should be looking at a lot of times is just looking at these first two, just saying, okay, if I upgrade these cards, merge them within the battle, how much benefit am I going to be getting? But thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.